So what separates you? What is that defining feature that makes you different? Might be the thing that people call you crazy for, obsessed, insane, unhinged, sometimes downright stupid. But there's a great quote in the Tim Grover book, Relentless, when he talks about it, and he's like, all the greats, all the people who have done great things in their life have been called obsessed and crazy. And that's what makes the difference. So I got that question the other day because the work has to get done. The work is the work. And the work doesn't give a shit about your circumstances. The work doesn't give a shit about how you're feeling, what's gone on, the choices you've made that day. It doesn't give a shit. It just demands that it gets done. And Stephen Pressfield's books, he's got a whole series of them, but The War of Art and Turning Pro specifically have great concepts on this, on how we must dedicate ourselves to the muse and the work and surrender to it and just show up and do the work. And I think there is something to be said in that, and that he firmly believes that it is a being, a presence, a force unbeknownst to us that we must give thanks to and show up every day in guidance to. And I think there is truly something to that the universe reacts to you when you show up in full conviction in the pursuit of something greater than yourself, purely for the sake of that pursuit, with no guarantee of money, of success, of results, of any of that. You just show up in pursuit of it because that is what you are called to do. And when you do it this way, great things happen. And the universe responds in kind. And I had that one because, the other day, I made bad fucking choices. I did. I made some deeply stupid fucking choices. I gave in to that bitch voice. I slept in. I chose to scroll on social media. I delayed and procrastinated and, mentally masturbated on actually getting to the point of doing my work. So, and my wife went out that night, right? So, I'm getting to 9:30 at night when she comes home, because I got to be in the house with the kids. Got to make sure they stay safe. And I haven't done my weighted walk yet. So she turns up, she's exhausted, she's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, fair enough, I'm going for a walk. And even she looked at me like, what? I was like, the work has to get done. The work is the work. So I grabbed my dog, and at 9:30 at night, I'm out there walking, getting it done. And a couple of people were like, why? This is craziness. Why are you doing this? And it's twofold. And it's part of why I love 126 to Greatness. It's why I think it is so immensely powerful. It's one, I fucked up. I did. I made some bad motherfucking choices that day. And there were consequences for that. But on the flip side, I had the opportunity to fix it. I had the opportunity... Yes, it is fucking cold out there. I had the opportunity to fix it and do what was required to finish my day strong. Because the work doesn't care. The work doesn't care when it gets done. It just cares that you do it with full intent. So 9:30 at night. I've strapped my weight vest on, grabbed the dog, and off we went. And it allowed me the opportunity to push through, as I didn't want to be out there. As evident by how I'd done my day. My headspace was completely off. I'd chosen poorly that day. Over and over and over again, I had chosen poorly. And I didn't want to be there. So I got massive credit towards myself. My ability to keep my word. I got massive credit towards being a man of my word. But I also built that muscle in my head, that discipline muscle, that physical muscle that's in my brain. It said, even when I don't want to, even when I'm tired, even when I don't feel like it, this work gets done. And that's a really, really important skill to have. And that's part of what we're working on with 126, is the literal and physical development of that discipline muscle. The other part was, it rejuvenated me. It kicked me out of that slump. Part of the reason why, and I'm still carrying it as you can hear in my voice, I didn't feel like doing stuff was because I was sick. I was tired, I was knackered. But it rejuvenated me. So the next day I got up and I was like, I am raring for this reason, and this sole reason, because of those things that I said at the start. Because of those names I get called. Crazy, obsessed, sometimes insane. I'm okay with that, because every step I took, every minute I was out there in the fucking freezing cold, separated me from the rest. And we've spoken about it before. The bar is on the motherfucking floor when it comes to standards, when it comes to being a good man in terms of physical fitness. Hell, the dad bod is considered a high quality. And that's a story for another day. I've got a great one on that, where I think that is an absolute piece of dog shit. The dad bod. Oh my God, what the fuck are we thinking in this society these days? But it separates me. Every step I was like, yes, I am separating myself from the rest. There's nobody else out here. You know, I've spoken about it before. Those mild David Goggins moment. I am never going to be David Goggins. That man is a bad motherfucker. But I know that I was separating myself from average out there. With every step, I was like, there is nobody else out here. There is nobody else out here. You know, it was nearly 10:30 by the time I got home. Out here in, 3 degrees, getting their shit done. And that inspires me. That drives me. That pushes me forward. And I think that's the part you need to focus on. It's not that it's hard. It's not that it's difficult. It's not that you don't want to do it. It's that every step, every time you do something like that, you open up that gap between you and the rest of your competition. Between you and average. You are not only signaling, you are showing and elevating that and going, I am better than this. I am doing better than this. My competition is asleep right now, and I am out here getting fucking better. And that's how you win. And we've spoken before, competition matters. We need competition in our lives. It is one of the most important and fundamental principles of being a man, is we need to compete. And that doesn't mean anybody else needs to know that you're competing. As I said, I have no idea who I'm competing when I'm out there doing them. All I know is that there is nobody else out there right now. And it's why I challenge you to do it too. Because if you think you've got more in your tank than me, bring it. I would fucking relish the opportunity to see it. And if you beat me, I would praise you and I would uplift you and I would support you. I'm not going to bring you down because I need that. I need someone out there to push me forward. And then I will crush you. And I will beat you in the most positive way because competition is a requirement. It's what pushes us forward. It's what pushes us beyond this. Without competition, we just settle for average. We settle for mediocrity. And I don't want a fucking bar of that. I want guys out there like you to be there to push me forward. As you should want me out there to push you forward. To challenge you, to call you on your bullshit, to see what you are truly made of. That's what this is about. It's about being pushed beyond your limit. So yeah, in those moments, I create great energy and excitement and fortitude from it because I know that I am separating myself from the rest. I'm separating myself from the pack. And that's what it's all about. That I need someone to compete against to become the best version of myself. And that's what I'm utilizing that moment as. So, the question is, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to be pushed beyond your limits? To push me beyond my limits? Do you have what it takes to take me on? I don't think you do, but I'd love the opportunity to see if you can. So, until then, standard platitudes, if you enjoyed it, if you found something of use, of benefit, of a nugget of wisdom, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with others. And if there was something there that moved you, that was powerful, please share it with others. Help me spread the word. I am trying to create a movement of men, of fathers, to become the best version of themselves, who are going to lead by example, who are going to do the work that is required, and who are going to change their circle of influence and influence others to be better as well. So please spread the word. Please share this with others who will benefit from it. Now, if you're ready to take the next step, please click the link in my bio, join the Daily Greatness mailing list, and I will send you daily things on how you can become the greatest version of yourself. And lastly, if you're ready to burn the motherfucking boats, if you're ready to take me on, if you think you've got what it takes to beat me, to be the best version of yourself, then message me directly and let's go all in. Let's shed the weight. Let's cut away everything that doesn't serve you and see who you truly are, who you can truly become, and help you become the best father, husband, and man that you can be. Until then.